Ho, ho, ho. Christmas episode starts right now. What's up, rigging family? Jeffreyrigged here, and we're gonna do something for Christmas tonight on the channel. Something we're not gonna do cars. We're not gonna do anything with cars tonight. I wanted to do something that maybe just put a smile on everybody's face, and I would like to have been able to give back a bunch of stuff, and I did do some, but I didn't really get to do anything with the channel and give back. I did personally. You know, we did some stuff through work and my wife's work, and we try to help out best we can. You know, obviously we millionaires where we can just help all these kids out. I'd love to have somebody donate a bunch of stuff for kids, more than what we did, maybe to the channel like that. But anyhow, I wanted to do something, at least put a smile on everybody's face for Christmas. And the only thing I think of, we could put something together for some little girl that's really special to me. Maybe everybody really would enjoy it too. So we bought her something for Christmas. And this is, every kid needs one. I wish I could buy one for every kid out there, but obviously I can't. But we're going to put this together on the channel, and you're all going to come along with us and watch it. All right, so first thing we need to do is unbox this thing. This is one of her Christmas gifts that we got her. I mean, obviously she got a few more than this, but this is her big one. And Dad picked this one out, obviously. Now Dad can get it open. Yeah. Stapled it like, I don't know what, but let's get it open. And this is what every kid needs. And once I start pulling it out of the box, you're gonna know what it is. That's right. Well, part of it there on the floor, but we got her a bicycle. This will be her first bicycle she's ever had. She's 4 years old. So we're gonna put it together on the channel, put these training wheel back up and everything. Go out this way some with it. Okay. So, little 14-inch bike, has a little basket on it, all that stuff. Basket's a little wonky where it's been in a box, but it'll be all right. Put that down. They sure didn't want me to get it out of here. Still got more on it. Well, the handlebars are loose at least. Forward. One more. Oh. Trying to cut my hand off here. Oh. Okay, so I think we got it kind of apart. Yeah. Let me get one of my stools and roll over here so I can sit on something. It's killing my knee. Alright, that little stool make life easier. Lord, it's like on Jeff's knees. Oh. Alright. What do we got here? Box of goodies. Some more box of goodies. More goodies. A pump. There's a couple boxes of parts here. Instructions would be nice. I mean, I could probably figure out a bicycle, but it always helps because I don't know where all the little... Here we go. Has a user's manual. Instead of instructions. There, it comes with tools. That's nice. Probably won't use them. Probably use my tools. Seat. Blah reflectors. More tools. Came with 2 of those. Huh. Anyhow. Alright. So this is a Laihu bicycle. And this is what we're going to build right here. And very girlish. Perfect for her. So parts and components. Blah blah blah. Where do we start? Blah, blah, blah. Assembly procedure. Loosen. Put the turning wheels on first. How about that? Well, let's get a adjustable wrench. Well, these are loose already. Never mind. So. Okay, and we can put this turning wheel on first. Go ahead and slide that on there. Yes, we can do the other side the same way. This stupid thing off there. Where's the nuts? Why they do that, I don't know. Look there. Okay. There's a bracket for this turning wheel too. There it is. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're good enough to hold them for now. Tighten you up just a little more. Okay. Alright, so we got the turning wheels all on. Okay. Alright, so now the next thing it wants us to do is now that's done. Install the front wheel. Okay, so let's get some more of this tape off here. So, let's see here. Yeah, alright, so fender. Where's the reflectors go? One goes there, one goes there, okay. Alright, so the fender goes on next. Once we get all this plastic off this. And there should be a big long bolt with a washer and stuff. One of these two boxes that holds the fender on. You need to open that little box, see what's in here. Okay. What's in there? Just that little basket. Okay. Let's see what's in here. So there's the pedals, a ribbon, and some bolts. And I'm guessing this bolt that I need is right here. It holds the fender on. Yeah, fenders. So we have a front and a rear. So which one's the front? Which one's the rear? We have a marking on them. Well, they don't have marking on them. Let's open the book here and see if it says which one's front and which one's the rear. According to this, the one with the slots, and it is the front fender, which is what I thought. But this little diagram here's not really telling me, so. And the kick up goes that way. So it goes this way. I guess that's right. Might be better just looking at the picture, you know. The instructions are actually pretty good on this. It's kind of shocked. I mean, most time, you know, you've seen what we put together here and the instructions are terrible. These are actually really well laid out instructions. Most time I'm figuring it out on my own. But, yeah, these are pretty good. So, see a nut and a washer. So a nut and a washer. Yeah, I don't have a washer. A nut. In fact, these are just pulls. Oh, there's a washer. Okay. So I guess I need a washer. And we'll need a nut in just a second. So we'll go ahead and get one out. I can't get this stuff out of this little bag. Yeah, so one must hold the front fender, one must hold the back. Shows this big long one holding the front one, I guess. Loosen the front brake cable and unscrew it. Wonder why. It's out of the way. Don't really need to do that. Anyhow. Okay, so screw goes through the front, and then the kick up of the fender goes through the back. So I guess this guy goes like this. Or maybe it goes up in there. I don't know. It doesn't really show. Okay, so this goes this way. Yeah, so the bracket goes, that really doesn't look long enough to do that one. It has to be because this one kicks up. Okay. Alright, so this all goes through this, slides up through here. I'll get this brake. This shorter bolt with a washer. You can tell I don't get stuff out of these little bags a lot, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, let's see. That's where they had it on the front. I went to the back, to the front. Guess it matters. Okay, we'll tighten it up just a second. Now, where are we at? Brakes are already put together, so I don't know why they're telling me to do this. They just need adjusted. So. Okay. Loosen it up. Just the handlebar. Where's the big guy? Here we go. Alright, so that's loose. Okay. take that loose and reroute it. This one's going to have to be took off and rerouted. I got them routed backwards. No way to fix it. Okay, so I'll take this cable loose and reroute it. I think got it. Oh, well, there we go. Okay. Alright, I got this cable loose. We'll reroute this back the way it needs to go. We got all the parts here, so yep, I'm pulling it apart. But anyway, doesn't matter. I know how to put this stuff back together. So. Let me put you back together in just a second. First, tighten up this. That's very tight. That's how we're supposed to tighten. All right. Okay. There it goes. I don't know why it wasn't tight the first time. I didn't have it in there right. Okay. We can tighten this guy. Okay. Go ahead and put these brakes back together. Good enough for now. Let's flip this guy up. Turn this in like this. There we go. That looks a lot better. Where's this rubber sleeve at? This rubber sleeve on here. You see how I tighten these fenders up. This little thing does not want to stay in there. Let's see, this way. Rubber sleeve goes this way. And should have some small adjustments on the thing. Are you kidding me? Not to hold it. Ah. Okay, so the brakes are somewhat adjusted. To not that much. How they go together, isn't it? I guess you gotta adjust the tension on them. I'm not sure. This one's not setting straight either. So I'll have to flip it, all that stuff. So okay. Now where are we at? I know where this guy goes. Go to the dust for some reason. Not for me. Ooh, oh. That's a different bar. So anyhow, this guy goes right here. I can just tell you by looking at it. This shorter bolt with a washer. You can tell I don't get stuff out of these little bags a lot, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, let's see. That's where they had it on the front. I went to the back, to the front. Guess it matters. Okay, we'll tighten it up just a second. Now, where are we at? Brakes are already put together, so I don't know why they're telling me to do this. They just need adjusted. So. Okay. Loosen it up. Just a handlebar. Where's the big guy? Here we go. Alright, so that's loose. that's kind of weird. I might take that loose and reroute it. This one's going to have to be took off and rerouted. I got them routed backwards. No way to fix it. Okay, so I'll take this cable loose and reroute it. I think got it. Oh, well, there we go. Okay. Alright, I got this cable loose. We'll reroute this back the way it needs to go. We got all the parts here, so yep, I'm pulling it apart. Anyway, doesn't matter. I know how to put this stuff back together. So. Let me put you back together in just a second. Got first, tighten up this. That's really tight. That's how we're supposed to tighten. All right. Okay. There it goes. I don't know why it wasn't tight the first time. I didn't have it in there right. I don't know. Okay. We can tighten this guy. Okay. Go ahead and put these brakes back together. Good enough for now. Let's flip this guy up. Turn this in like this. There we go. That looks a lot better. Where's this rubber sleeve at? This rubber sleeve on here. You see how I tighten these fenders up. This little thing does not want to stay in there. Let's see, this way. Rubber sleeve goes this way. And should have some small adjustments on the thing. Are you kidding me? Not to hold it. Ah. Okay, so brakes are somewhat adjusted. To not much. How they go together, isn't it? I guess you gotta adjust the tension on them. I'm not sure. This one's not setting straight either. So I'll have to flip it, all that stuff. So okay. And then this goes over it. I'm not sure where that one goes yet. We'll figure it out in a minute. Line these handlebars up. Alright, so we're getting there. I don't know where this other pad goes yet. Hopefully we don't have to do anything weird to get the basket on there. Tighten up the brakes. Install the reflectors. Okay. Alright, well, looks like we're ready to start installing the reflectors. And that's your rear one, obviously. That one goes on the seat. Yeah. And this is your front reflector. It goes up here on the handlebars somehow. Where's my back? Okay, and it shows it. Just a little picture again. Yeah, it shows it right there. Which way? I don't think it matters. Does it show it that way? Shows it going upside down, so put it in like the picture says. Not sure it matters, but she does have this little basket that goes on the front, so I want to clear that. Alright, reflectors in. The bell we can put on. I said it goes right here. can get it apart. Sheesh. Put a long enough screw in that bell. Okay, that's on. There it goes, yes. Alright, now we gotta figure out how to mount the basket. I see the basket, but I don't see what tools hold the basket, what holds the basket. It just has a basket. I don't really say what holds the basket. Like the basket's got straps. Basket has straps, okay. Okay. So the little basket's got straps on it. Well, that's good to know. And there's twist tied in here. No real instructions on this, but I guess it just ties up to the handlebars. I don't really know. It doesn't show me how to put the basket on. I'm guessing it just ties to the handlebars, so kind of hitting the brake cable. Yep, that's pretty much what it does. It ties to the handlebars. Okay, so this little basket just ties on here, like so. Yeah, I guess you just loop it through one of these slots. I really don't know. I guess you just lump it through a hole in the basket. Hope for the best. This could have been made better. I guess it's a little cheap basket, but still. This could be made better. But, you know, I guess it'll work. Let's come over a little bit to this side. Really good. Well, the basket's kind of cheap. Not gonna lie. We can slide it right through these holes right here. I'd much rather have like real metal brackets that hold the basket on of some sort. So if it gives her any problems, she'll get some. I'll make her something. That's just how I am. I guess so. Probably should. Yeah, these zip tie things they have for this is definitely could have been better. Because basically that's what they are, is like a reusable zip tie. And they're not the best thing in the world. So that's the only thing I've really had a complaint with this bike, but these little things right here are definitely not. But it's on there. It's on there. Okay. Alrighty. Basket's on. I'm upside. Am I upside down? No, I'm not upside down. Put a little pad in it. I see where it goes. I guess. Right there. Can't go right there. I really don't know where this pad goes. That's what it should be. It definitely ain't long enough. Right here. Maybe. Maybe right there. Yeah, I guess it's so you don't fall off and bump yourself. Yeah, that goes right there. I guess. Oh, maybe it goes right here. Why didn't you tell me before the basket went on? It goes right here. Okay. Well, we probably slide it behind the basket. Room for this thing to go on behind the basket. And we're going to take the basket back loose. Just one side. So these little instructions are not the greatest after all. I guess it's just a little pad to keep her from smacking her face on the handlebars. Bolts, which I mean I like that that's there. Just wasn't very clear in the instructions. Because all it says is put the accessories on. Instructions ain't bad on this bike though. I've definitely seen worse instructions. They're sitting over where some of them tools are. I have to move this zip tie over. I've had more trouble out of this little basket than I am anything on this stupid bike. Alright. Ding. Alright, where are we at now? We'll look at them upside down. We'll look at them upside down. Okay. Install the child seat. Set this thing. How does that work? How does that work? Let's see the picture. Okay. So does the child seat go through the fender too? It must. Okay. Alrighty, so Pull this fender back. It's just a good thing I didn't tighten it. This little bracket goes through this child seat. I thought it said put that on, but I guess it didn't. Or maybe it did. Yep. Arthritis is killing my fingers. Ah! Having problems with arthritis fingers. My right thumb about doesn't work anymore. Okay. So we'll put that on, tighten that up for just a second. And then those two screws that I had, wherever they went, go through this. It has a place to ride her babies, which she will love. Okay, that's on there good. Let's see if we can get in here and get a wrench in that. We'll go ahead and tighten the fender up. Okay, we're not rubbing. It's good. Okay. Now where are we at? That is. That needs bent down a little bit. Alright, so all that's good. What's left? And we're past that. Style the seat set. That reflector in shut here. Seat saddle. Seat. Okay. for. But okay, really all I got now is tighten up this pedals, adjusting the brakes. Probably won't even adjust the brakes tonight, just to get it together. Go ahead and put these pedals on now. Got a little bit of plastic I need to put off of it. Are these reverse threads? Seems like they are. Nope. Yeah, there gotta be reverse threads on a bicycle. That's what I was. Oh, whatever. That says left. Okay, so I got a left and right pedal. The threads are cut different, I guess. Gotta tighten these brakes up. I forgot about that. We might adjust them right quick. Get it together. But then we got our other tires up. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pump them up by hand when I go over here and hook them to my compressor. So get this little bit of plastic off right here. Let me see on the other side. I gotta get off. Anyway, go ahead and put okay, pedals are on. Tighten you guys up. Tighten everything up. Okay. I'm about to cut myself. Allen wrench, fix these brakes, and I got two reflectors to put on. All right, Allen wrench here. Is this the right size? Sure hope so. think they're pretty good. Front one definitely got to be adjusted. Ah, do you knock that loose? Yeah, please. Okay, loosen this back up. This cable a little tighter. And where's it out there and shit? I'm too tight. Yeah, I'm too tight now. No, it's just really on this side. Take this screw, I guess, tighten it up. Pretty sure that's what the screw does right here. You tighten that. Yep. Okay. Line this one up. Okay. Alright. Brakes are pretty good there. You can tighten you up. Something to tighten you up with. Stick you in there. Okay. Front fender's done. Back fender's tight. Back brakes actually look pretty good. Fronts need the front cable now needs pulled, or we can take a screwdriver and tighten those up. I think you can. Pretty sure you can. Remember, let's stick it in there. Okay. Probably get a pair of pliers to pull this thing tighter. sliding. I probably could adjust them a little more, but what we left? 2 reflectors. This reflector. And there's a red one laying here somewhere we'll have to find. It's right here. This guy goes on the seat. It's just not going to be able to be seen, so it doesn't really matter. These go on the spokes. Okay. The seat might need to be adjusted down. I'll first sit on it and see. I'm sure it does. We'll have to do some adjustments on it. But it's Amy's new bicycle. Like I said, I'm going to tighten that brake up a little more. I have to get some pliers and do it. Little things like that. But that is her Christmas gift. So I think she'll love it where she can put her little toys back here. Seems like it, oh, the ribbon's what I need to put back there. This little ribbon goes through here, and this straps in her toy lamb that she packs everywhere. Got a little dirty, but it'll be all right. And that's it. That is Amy's new bicycle for Christmas. Yeah, we end up with an extra boat. Yeah. Where that went. Anyway, that should be it. Let me look at the instructions, make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope. So everything's where it goes. Bicycle is done. All right. And we're done. So, what do y'all think? Pretty cool for a kid's first bike, little girls. Wasn't that expensive. Wasn't that expensive for what it was. We got this on Walmart.com. It was less than $100. They were having a special on them. It's like $70, $60, something like that. Pretty nice little bike for a first timer. We had to get her a 14 because she's too tall for a 12. Because she's tall for her age. So, but I think she'll love it. She'll have to learn to ride it now. So we'll have to do some adjustments on these brakes and that seat, and we got our other tires up. But all in all, it's done. So that's the Christmas video from Jeffreyrigged, and I hope y'all really enjoyed it. I hope it's just a little something different. I hope it lifts your spirits. I'll post a video once Amy gets it, how excited she is on a short, and her sitting on it or whatever, or sitting beside her, whatever we got. But I hope you all I appreciate you guys. I love you guys for watching me, that pay attention to me and all this stuff. Help this channel grow. And I want you all to have the best Christmas that you can have. You know, we've had a rough one this year, not going to lie, and you'll know that from the other video I just dropped. We've had a lot of people pass, and it's been a sad thing. And I wanted to do something to lift everybody's spirits. So what's better than Amy's new bicycle for Christmas? So I hope you and yours have a blessed and a Merry Christmas. And I'm not going to go through the spiel. Go rig Sandy's sleigh up.